Welcome back to another video. We are doing an IKEA come and shop with me, and if you stick around to the end, we've got a haul of everything that I bought. We started off by walking through the display, and they had loads of different things in for spring, and there were lots of different display types from dark and moody through to light and airy. My friend Madalena came with me, and it was actually just fun looking through all the displays and imagining lives within them. There were definitely some bests and least bests for the day, but I think my top favourite was this kitchen, incorporating lots of green and natural woods. It's always super helpful to look in every cupboard, in every drawer and on all the shelves to see how they've styled all of the items. I loved looking at the bedrooms because I am so excited to decorate the bedroom at my new flat. One thing IKEA are particularly good at is showing what you can do with just a little bit of space, but a lot of creativity. I didn't end up going with this range, but if you're looking for some dark wood furniture, this Tonstad range is worth considering. The bathrooms were so satisfyingly organised, and they had some really nice sink and drawer units, so definitely worth taking a look. In the lighting and electricity section, there were some nice bits, including this plug socket, but I thought it was a little bit pricey at £22.
How big that is! It's huge!
Oh my god, Courtney!
This Scadis wall organiser is really cool, and I think I'm going to have to order it. But the absolute standout of the day was this table, and I've actually gone and picked one up second hand just so I can have one. Not only is the furniture giving spring vibes, but so is the food. They had their Easter chocolate range out, and they had a praline box, their version of Easter bunnies, and these are really cute. Now from our IKEA visit yesterday, and we were there for a really long time. We got there just before 4 p.m. and we checked out and left around 9:15 p.m. So we were there for a really long time, but as you saw, we managed to grab dinner. We saw every bit of the showroom. It was such a great day. And if you're looking for a fun way to spend a day with friends, like genuinely, IKEA is a great way to do that. Madalena and I had a blast, and not only that, I got to buy some amazing stuff for the flat, which I'm going to show you now, and some of it's actually in frame. So I'm going to half start with those bits. Behind me here, I have a wardrobe and a chest of drawers, and I was convinced that these were going to fit in my car. Everybody told me they wouldn't, and I said, you don't know how big my car is. And then when we were there, we were literally girl mathing it, like laying on the boxes. And I said to Madalena, I said, I'm certain this will fit the car. And she said, Courtney, I'm not sure. And I said, it's gonna fit. It was centimetre perfect. It was amazing, because you have to remember, I'm a little person, and so I have lots of room behind me in a vehicle. My chair is quite far forward. So it ended up working out in the end. We got everything back. I forgot to mention, but these are the Radmanso units from IKEA. The wardrobe was £250 and the chest of drawer was £150. I also have behind me a big picture frame, which is about as big as I am. And I have this because I travel a lot, and when I travel I get little postcards and trinkets and notes from my friends who travel and invitations to things, and I'm basically going to make this a collage of things I receive and things I find whilst I'm abroad, and it's going to go up in this living room. I might do a whole video or a short on me filling this up, and if you would like to see it, let me know in the comments. This also was pretty cheap. This was definitely under £20. I think it was about 19, either 17 or £19, which for a frame this big is really, really good. So I was really happy with that. Okay, that frame's for the living room, so let's stick with living room items for the moment. Next in the living room, I got these cushion covers, and I actually got 3 of them because I have a big corner sofa coming. So I am going to have one on each end and one in the middle. And you can see I'm going for quite a natural vibe in the living room, and I'm hoping to get curtains that are going to be the same kind of colour and finish as these. My sofa is green, so I think it will provide a nice contrast. Can't remember the cost for these off the top of my head, so I'm going to put it on screen now, but they were pretty reasonably priced. And I was kind of unsure on these until I found these bad boys. Are these not just the most gorgeous colour? These were just so gorgeous, I couldn't not, and I had an image in my brain, and I said, hold up Madalena, look at these two combined. I'm sorry. And then I actually found a sofa that was really similar in colour to my sofa, and I put it on them and we both went, that's perfect. I'm a little annoyed at how big these labels are, but thankfully I think I should be able to unpick them if I do it from the middle in here. These were £9 each and I got 2 of them. That's basically the living room stuff done, but I just have a couple of random bits I'm going to put in here for a moment because I got a big box that I'm going to put on the floor now just so it's not in my way, because there are a few things that I'm not going to be bringing to the flat with me and that I just need to store in the loft at my mum's house, so I'm just going to put them in this box and whack them up in the loft. And I don't have a ton of plug sockets here, so I bought a pack of 2 extension leads. This was only £7, which I thought was really good for 2 extension leads, and even if I don't end up using them, they're just handy to have. And who knows, Christmas time with Christmas lights and things like that. Oh, Christmas time, that would be so exciting. Anyways, yeah, so some extension leads. Also, if you've gotten this far in the video, what are you doing by not subscribing? That's just straight up rude. Come join me for more mid content. Moving rooms, we're going to go into the bedroom. I grabbed these pillows. They were £10 each. I thought that was a bargain. And I have recently discovered that I'm sorry, I have just seen dogs out the window. Oh my gosh, I could just dog watch all day. I've recently found out that I like firm pillows over super soft pillows. So these are definitely on the firmer side. Might not be for everyone, but I want the head support. I'm getting to that age where I have to sleep in a certain position or I wake up and it feels like somebody twisted my neck during the night. So they're firm and reasonably priced. Pretty satisfied with these. Last thing in the bedroom is just this little shelf. It's a really good colour to match the other furniture that I'm going to have in the room. For a £5, this was £5. I had to bring it home. I had to. So we'll see what application this ends up having. Last section now, we are into the kitchen. I was really disappointed with the bathroom range at IKEA. I felt like there really wasn't anything that caught my eye at all. And I would say the same for the mirrors. I felt there were a couple of cute mirrors, but nothing that I was really sold by. And the ones that were better were a lot more expensive. And their rug section actually was really poor as well. The way they displayed them, how many they had, I really wasn't impressed by it. If you've got other recommendations for rug places, then do let me know. Lastly, we're on to the kitchen section, which is probably my second favourite out of the sections. I think the living room's taking the win in this one because I had some really good find for my cushions. And honestly, that's why it's winning, just the cushions alone. Kitchen stuff was still really good. Firstly, I definitely showed this one, is their Smatter chopping board. £7, I thought that was really reasonable, and I am one person. I am very rarely chopping up tons and tons and tons and tons of veg. I don't need a huge chunky chopping board, but I liked this one, had a bit of a darker grain. They also had lots of different grains, like there was some that had more of this lighter colour, some that had more of this darker colour, and I wanted to get one that had a bit of a mix. So it's definitely worth taking a look on the shelf and seeing if there's one that has the grain that you want. This one's pretty mundane, but I just got a little spatula. I think it was like £1, great for baking. Couldn't really leave it behind, it's just a good to have. Next up, again, a little bit rogue, but I got some pan things. Also, IKEA, what's happening with all these labels? I have just as much label as I have solopcan. But these are for putting on your side, and then you put hot pans on them, they don't damage your side or your table. And I think I already own one of these, albeit in a different colour. But I thought, hey, why not just grab a couple more? Good to have. And they were £3, I think, for the two of them, which is good. Penultimately, I have a pair of oven gloves. How adorable are these? Just a pair of oven gloves. Really nothing exciting about it, but I thought they were cute, and I think it was like a £5. Last but not least, how stinking cute is this? I know I have a video of this in the shop, and I saw them, and I went, yes, please. But they're obviously oven safe up to 280 degrees, and they're dishwasher safe, and they're microwave safe. I don't know how big your microwave is. It wouldn't fit in mine, but it's good to know. They're called Licad, and they're the set of 2. I've just taken the top off so that you can see the colours inside. How gorgeous are these? And as someone who likes baking, my first thought went to brownies. Other people might be thinking, ooh, casserole, pie, I don't know, whatever people do in these pans. I went to brownies, so you best believe I'm going to be making brownies in these bad boys. And this is for my personal serving of brownies, and the big one is for the brownies for everyone else. And there you have it. That is my IKEA haul. I hope you had as much fun as I did going around IKEA, seeing what they had in store, and what I ended up getting at the end of it. A big thank you to Madalena for coming with me. I adored spending the day with you, and for being my little filming buddy. Everybody give Madalena a hi in the comments, and let me know, is there anything that I should have picked up whilst I was there? Any good bits that I've missed? Do you think I've made good choices in what I've gotten? And maybe we'll be doing more IKEA trips in the future. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like, a comment, and of course subscribe if you want some more. It was wonderful to have you here. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.